All right, Jeff Rude here at St. Andrews on Saturday. Hey, listen, there's more than golf going on here in the old gray tune. There's scenery. This is a whole historic town. And I've got some real characters with me. I've got Miss Red. I've got some locals, authentic people from here.
Hello.
And Alistair Tait, also a native of Scotland. They're going to be our tour guides. So come with us, please. You never know who you run in the streets. We got Al Michelli coming up here. He doesn't look happy. He looks like he just lost the bet at Ladbrokes. Al, what are you doing?
I'm going to go to Ladbrokes. What else would I be doing?
See?
I told you. I had to wait.
What are you going to do?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, come on.
No, these people use that information against me.
They moved the line on you. RNA Clubhouse here, first tee, Old Course, St. Andrews. Take us through it, will you?
Well, look, you've got the links over here. You got the town. We're in the middle of the town.
Right.
So you tee off the town, come into the town.
How many members of the RNA, and how do you get to be a member of the RNA?
You will never be a member of the RNA.
Somebody asked me if I wanted to be 5
You would
years.
have. I've got a better chance.
How many members?
I think it's 1,500.
1,500. I've got no chance?
No chance.
Okay.
The new club, you've got a chance. RNA.
No
Zilch.
chance. Now, tell us what street we're going on. This is the Scores, the famous Scores.
The most expensive street in Europe.
What does that mean, most expensive street in
I
Europe?
think it's about £1 million.
£1 million?
Something like that.
You live in one of these?
Never. Maybe a box on the street.
What is the Scores called? Why is it named the Scores?
Because on golf balls, they used to score the golf balls, score the clubs.
Really?
Yeah, so they score the clubs to make the ball spin.
What does that mean, scores, score the ball?
You scratch. Okay?
Oh, scratch.
Yeah.
Why isn't this street called the Scratches then?
I don't know.
That's in North Barry.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do we pronounce this anyway? Butts Win? Man, it smells around here. All right, this is some sort of half castle. Miss Red, what's going on here?
It's called a ruin.
The ruin.
The time
ruin,
castle.
not the Rin.
The ruin. The ruin. But it's our old castle. Now what happened, and it was a religious matter, and they barricaded themselves into the castle, and the town, the people in the town were not happy about this, and there was a big fight going on. So they started digging a tunnel. See that hole that's going down into the ground there? The guys inside the castle found out about this tunnel. They started to dig a counter tunnel, and then they missed the route, and they're listening to hear the hammers of the people coming in the other direction. And then they find it, and it meets right underneath us into this huge big tunnel where 4 soldiers can come side by side, come in and kick them out basically.
Powerful Protestant preacher was burnt at the stake, and then his body was hung from the battlement. In my book, that's overkill.
That's how we do it in Scotland.
Right, okay, what we have here is one of the earliest forms of swimming pools. When I was a boy, I came to St. Andrews with my family, and we sunbathed on the beach, and we swam in this, the Lido, or Lido? Lido, yeah. So that when the tide came in, it would fill up this concrete pool here. When the tide went out, you had a nice swimming pool.
And
Hannah used to come down here, but she didn't go in the Lido. She went in the sea. Why?
at the end of every May, the students come down here and absolve themselves of their sins by swimming, jumping into the ocean. Yeah, I've been in the sea down here a few times.
Right, we've seen the bagpiper, great Scottish tradition, the pipes. And the pipes were actually used by armies marching into battle because they played the pipes and they would scare the bejeevers out of the enemy. Biggest Highland Games in Scotland is in Dunoon, which is on the west coast, the Cow Games. And at the end of the games, you have 1,000 pipers march into the field and everybody plays at the same time. I mean, it's deafening, but it's absolutely fascinating.
All right, we just walked into St. Andrews Cathedral, and this is it used to be a cathedral, now it's ruined, now it's a cemetery. And this alley is where Old Tom and Young Tom Morris and Alan Robertson, the first golf pro, are buried. We're gonna go see where they are.
Very important spot in the history of golf.
I get chills when I go over there.
So do I.
All right.
Hannah, do you?
Always.
There we go. We're all in it together. And the guy who gave his name to this town is actually buried here, isn't he? His bones are buried right here.
First buried here, yep. St. Andrew.
Right here it is, Alistair.
Shrine.
the Shrine, old Tom Morris, young Tom Morris, 4 Open championships. Tiger Woods of his time won his first one at age 17.
Yeah, won 3 in a row.
Interesting thing is they erected a monument to him. 60 golf societies put together to build this. He died of a broken heart.
Yeah.
Okay, at age 24. Old Tom lived till he was almost 87. Obviously, I think he asked for something very simple.
Well, I think it's the sort of tragedy involved in his story. Before the Claret Jug, there was a championship belt, which he won 3 times in a row.
Right.
And the tradition over here, in these parts of the world, if you win something 3 times in a row, you get to keep it. So that was 1870. 1871, there's no championship. 1872, he wins it again. Right, and when he was 24, him and his father were playing a match over at Musselburgh against the Parks, and he got a telegram that his pregnant wife, had gone into labour, difficult labour, and then when he got home, they both died. 4 months later, obviously he's distraught. 4 months later, he dies of a broken heart on Christmas Day.
One interesting thing is that old Tom had a son before Tommy, also called Thomas, and he died at age 4. And a year later, and he died at age 4 in 1850, and a year later, Tommy was born, and they named him the same name in honor of the first son.
Yeah, we were just talking about the fact that in those days, life expectancy wasn't long. I mean, what did you say?
50 max, yeah.
I thought maybe 40. And then obviously with labour, women going into labour, it wasn't always as straightforward as now. A lot of children die in childbirth, as young Tom's wife and child did.
Wow, a lot of history around here, Allie.
Not much. Not as much as America. We've got so much history, we've forgotten most of it.
Well, thanks for the tour.
Yeah?
Let's go watch some golf history.
Some more golf history?
Yeah.